Hey everybody, welcome to 88 Mile Per Hour Adventures. My name is James and it is day 4, almost forgot day 4, of the Majestic Princess. We are here in Curaçao. My mom is waving at me like she thinks I don't see her. We just got into Curaçao, just got off the ship, already ate breakfast, all that good stuff. So we're gonna go explore. We don't have any excursions or anything planned, just gonna go walk around and go shopping. So let's check out Curaçao. We got the Carnival Pride in with us, and it is getting windy, so hopefully you can hear me all right. Yeah, I'm going to go check out, just kind of walk around and do a little bit of exploring. Good morning. Kind of see what Curaçao has to offer. All right, we're going straight lazy. We're taking the golf cart on over to the exit. That way my mom doesn't have to do the walking, so I said, screw it, I'm hopping along. So we're taking the scenic route. Wow, you can get some alcohol, local draft beer, and we haven't even actually technically left the port. The exit is until over here. So definitely different. No, I don't even see the duty free. Interesting. And now apparently we go through the village of souvenirs and potential excursions and car rentals. We got different stuff here. We got jewelry you can buy, clothes. The usuals. Of course, I got to get my magnet. I always got to get a magnet for wherever I go. They got some different stuff here. They have some magnets and things too. But gonna see what they have in town also. Then maybe if nothing there, come back. But it's interesting. Got these like large boulders over here. And then they've got some informational things here. Well, Curaçao's got 40 different nationalities, 162,000 residents, at least as of whenever they put this up. Not super sunny, which is probably good because it's like 86 degrees out here, so it kind of cools it off a little bit. So that's always nice. This is right next to the port, the Wind Creek Carnival Casino. We're not going to gamble, but we're going to go take a look inside, although I probably won't be able to film in there. All right, so we left the casino, and just as I suspected, you can't film in there. I wasn't surprised. But it's kind of weird because I was thinking, like, who comes off the ship where you can gamble and then goes to the port to go gamble? Then I was thinking, like, we're in another country, so if you win, do you not have to pay tax on it? I don't know how that works. Interesting. I will not be doing any gambling. We're going to kind of go around. I see arcade, and over there something tells me that is not video games. That's probably more casino stuff, but definitely gonna check out some more stuff in some shops and see what we can do excursionless here in Curaçao. Okay, so I was wrong. It is in fact an arcade, like video games and stuff. So if you want to play some video games, there you go. Oh, looks like they have a fort over here with some cannons. The Riff Fort. Looks like you might be able to just kind of go in and look around and check that out. All right, we're going to check out these giant cannons. I'm going to go look here in the fort. Can I get around this? Yeah, maybe. You squeeze around, yep. Just made it. Yeah, the Riff Forts. I'm trying to get some more information. As I walk over here, it says, Renaissance Mall and Riff Fort. Oh, this way to the bridge stores and restaurants. All right. Not probably going to be what I thought. All right, making our way in, and it's just a fancy entrance for more shopping. I got some Christmas trees for sale. It is getting to be that time of year. We're first week of November, and we got a live band, so it's going to start getting a lot louder. Nice little area here, more bars. Not super crowded yet. Could be good to come out here when it's evening time, because we actually don't have to be back on the ship till 9:30 tonight. So I bet it looks cool here in the evening after dark. Maybe I'll check that out later. Steak and ribs up top. Looks like the steak and ribs seafood and steakhouse. You have to go up that stairwell. There you go. Now, if this doesn't scream port tourist gift shop, I don't know what does. There's my mom dancing in the gift shop. Typical. Must be music playing in here. Oh, yeah. And there is music playing. That explains it. I'm not going to read that. You can just read that yourself. I have found the magnets. One for $5. Liking that. Oh, 3 for 10. 1 for 5, 3 for 10. No photos allowed, no recording. Shoot. All right, so I picked up a magnet. I just went to step out. I'm under this little awning up here. I went to step out. It's raining a little bit, not heavy. So I might chill here for a second. My mom is still inside, deciding to get something for a friend. They have some serious inappropriate stuff in there. I didn't film all of it because partly halfway through I realized you're not allowed, or it says no photography. So I'm going to assume filming is the same thing, but yeah, interesting stuff in there. The rain did not last very long. There's a Sopranos bar, a sports bar. Looks like you can take this stairwell up here and maybe get some views. I think I might do that real quick. Oh yeah, that's a long way up and there's no railing. Yeah, no railing on that. And then of course it just rained, so they were a little slippery. So be careful if you do it. But, oh, and apparently I've got a bunch of sand on my feet now, it feels like. You get to get some views if you get up here. I believe that is the bridge that moves, and then there's the, you know, traditionally you think of Curaçao, the kind of bright colored buildings. Looks like it's all over there. That's probably where we're gonna head next. The key will be now to not kill myself going down. Well, that's not something you hear every day. All right, survived down the stairs, so I didn't kill myself. Yeah, there's where we're going to be headed. Looks like you go down this way over here. Then we'll walk across the bridge that moves and kind of go over here and check out the little, I guess, downtown area. So that's what's next. Gonna make our way over to the bridge. Down that way, and they got a little more souvenir stuff over here too. Oh, looks like you can paint your own, make your own souvenir if you've got some painting skills. Down there, I already got my magnet, so I'm good on the souvenir front. Looks like they're getting the Christmas holiday decorations put up here. Just getting started. I wonder if that bird is hurt. It was literally laying on its side. I thought it was dead, and now it's back sitting up. And its eye looks red. I hope it isn't rabid. Hopefully he's all right, because he's just chilling. Maybe people feed him, or he just eats food off the ground, so he's getting used to people. All right, heading on to the bridge. Oh yeah, it moves all right. I'm gonna hear it. Hopefully that comes through, but yeah, it definitely moves. Ooh, the sun is starting to come out of the clouds, and man, is it getting toasty. Like I said, it was 86 as earlier, so probably going to be pushing 90 degrees maybe today. Better than back home, even though I live in Tampa. It's supposed to be cool and cold next couple days. Ooh, this bridge really is moving. Guess I should be used to trying to walk somewhere where it's rickety and moving back and forth, especially from the way the ship was last night. All right, we've made it across the bridge. Now they got I'm assuming that's a giant Christmas tree there, already set up. I think if there's anything that's kind of universal no matter what country you're in, it's Coke. But yeah, it's really cool to see the different colored buildings here. And I'm just we're kind of following the crowd to, see what other things are. I have literally no idea where we're really going, but we'll just kind of make our way. We'll walk a lot of places to go to. the hanging umbrellas down this hallway. This is a big picture spot for everybody. Looks pretty cool.
That's pretty. She's got on.
Making our way back down. We're gonna kind of cut to the side here. I think there's some more shopping down this way. Got some music going on over there. Believe yeah, there is more shopping all the way down this way. Got just some more of the regular. Hopefully you can hear me with that music going, but Island Treasures. Seeing that outside, I almost don't want to know what's inside here. Probably more souvenirs, I'm sure. Got all kinds of more shops down this way. All right, here she comes. She wanted to go back and get a t-shirt, souvenir shirt she wanted. I mentioned about the tips. I saw her tip when she was walking by, so they did in fact get their tip. Well, we didn't get to walk through here. We're heading back to the ship now, but we didn't get to walk through here the first time because we took the golf cart, so they've got some different gift shops and things down here too. Of course, you'll hit this when you're coming out, or coming on to or leaving the ship, coming into Curaçao. We didn't get to see it then, but just a couple shops and things like that. All right, officially back in the cabin. Did some exploring out in Curaçao. It was really cool out there. Definitely a lot of shops, a lot of things to do. If you want to get souvenirs, there's a lot. Obviously, we didn't take an excursion or anything anywhere, but it was cool. You know, we could still kind of walk around and explore things. We are actually here. Time back on board is until 9:30. It's only 1:45, so I might go back out once it gets a little bit darker and kind of check things out at night. But for now, after relaxing a little bit, we're actually going to go get something to eat. I probably won't film it. We're just going to hit the buffet and then kind of go from there for the rest of the afternoon. You know you're having a good day and a good lunch when this is your view while eating. This boat here looks like it's coming right at us. I am back in the cabin. We went and did some lunch. Got to sit out by the pool, or not the pool, the kind of the back of the ship. So we had the nice, pretty view of Curaçao, and then we were just me and my mom were kind of just sitting over by the pool, having some ice cream. Nothing super exciting. So I didn't have my camera with me, so I didn't really record any of that. But this might be a good kind of tip. It was, if you saw my video from I think it was either yesterday or the day before. That's, well, in sequence on the ship. If you saw that video when I went to the back where the pizza is, there was a bar back there. Now on here it said drinks, like if you want a soda, it's $3 charge. I was like, okay. So I went and got a Coke and he didn't charge me. He just said, okay, here you go, and then just walked off. I was like, oh, okay. And so it was free. I was like, sweet. Well, when I was back in the back of the ship where the buffet is, there's an outside area if you go in the back, bar back there. I was like, well, let me get another Coke. Same thing, got, Coke. I was asking for a Coke, got a glass of ice, grabbed me a Coke, said thank you, and then that was it. Walked off, didn't ask me anything. So I was like, 2 free Cokes, sweet. So I sat down, and I was telling my mother about this because she actually sat inside, and she's like, well, maybe they, because I got the medallion on, maybe you were near it and they were able to get your info. And I was like, I don't think so, because I didn't go to the computer. But then I was thinking, well, maybe they did. So on the app, you can check your bill, and I'm glad I did, because when I checked it, it showed 2 charges today to the bar. One was for $9 and some change. The other was $12 and some change. So it was probably a beer, because my beer was the same price that I got earlier, and then some kind of mixed drink. And I'm like, I didn't order these drinks. So I had to go down to the guest services, and I told her, I was like, yeah, I didn't order these drinks. And she's like, oh yeah, this is for Michelob. And I'm like, nah, I don't drink Michelob. And it didn't show the time, so I couldn't be like, because I was off the ship for a while, so I couldn't have been like, hey, I might not even been on the ship. So I guess it's definitely a good idea to check your bill, because here, like when I'm on Carnival, you usually, you have a card as opposed to the medallion. So you hand them the card, they usually swipe it, they'll look at you because your picture will pop up, and then they'll charge you. But here, they just ask, when I ordered the beer, it's just what's your room number. And that was it. And it's the same thing I've seen at the bar. Somebody will just shout out their room number, get the drinks, and go. And it's like, it's somebody say the wrong room on accident. I mean, I'm sure a picture pops up, but you know, they may not be paying attention. You got all those people flying around, and or you know, did somebody do it on purpose? Just yell out a hey 416 and you know, take a beer and go. I have no idea. So it's definitely a good idea to check that. Of course, the problem is I asked the lady because you know I'm thinking she's going to think I'm lying here. That oh yeah, you ordered those beers. I was like, if I notice this is a trend, like I see other beer charges that aren't mine, someone's doing this on purpose. I was like, can I just kind of suspend it so you know I can't I can't buy anything with it? And she goes, no, you can't. I'm like, all right. I was like, because if somebody constantly is doing this, they're gonna probably think I'm lying. I'm secretly having all this booze, and that may be you know, and then it's a bigger issue. But so far, she did take off the 2 charges, so I'm glad for that. But it's definitely something I'm gonna have to keep you know an eye on in the future. Also, I did notice on a lot of trips, if you can prepay your gratuities. Which I usually try to do. That way I don't have to worry about it going on your card. But I'm pretty sure at most of the other cruises, the prepaid gratuities, they'll just add on either at the beginning or the end in like a lump sum. But on here, they do it per day. So each day you're getting, I think it's like $17 for me for like the gratuities. They're just going to add it every single day. So there is that. But, you know, it's definitely good to check and make sure, especially with just these medallions. But even if you have the card, you never know. To make sure, you know, hey, you're getting, and it's probably a good idea to do it each day because you don't want to have, especially if you've bought a bunch of stuff and you try to come in day 7 and it's like, oh crap, well, you know, did I get that thing on day 2? I don't remember. So it's probably a good idea to check those. And I think I'll be doing that myself in the future. Check those to make sure that you're not getting someone else's stuff. It could be alcohol's expensive as it is. I don't want to be paying for somebody else's booze. So yeah, but it's about 4:25 right now. I didn't actually think it was that late. We'll probably get dinner in a little while. I'm still thinking about maybe going back out to Curaçao to kind of check it out, you know, because at least when I go on cruises, there's not a lot of them you get to actually be in the port when it's, you know, evening time, when it's dark out. So thought maybe I'd venture out there. We'll see. But definitely dinner on tap. There's other events going on. I know there's a show tonight. I think it's a rock show in the theater, so maybe check that one out as well. But yeah, we'll see how the rest of the day progresses here in Curaçao. Got the navigational chart here. It says they auction it off at the end of the cruise. But I guess it shows you everywhere that we went, and then it's signed by the captain and all the officers. Wonder how much that goes for.
Hit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to She Will Rock You. Tribute to the kings and queens of rock and roll. So clap your hands, make some noise, and please welcome to the stage, Stephanie Hodgson.
But what I really want to know is, are you gonna go my way? Say yeah! And I got to know. You don't even get me out the floor. In 10 minutes I'll be late for the door. Stop begging all the time, I can't run. Love, baby, love me, I'll go. Love me, I'll come, darling. I know who you are. Time to love. It is a river that drown the tender reed. When the night has been too lonely, and the road has been too long. Rhythm rings like a bell through the night. Would you love, love,
regular camera back in the room, so I've got my iPhone. Just finished the show, which was really good. She definitely was an amazing singer. Hopped up here to check out the 80s party, so I'm gonna see. It's got like 30 more minutes. I'm gonna check that out.
And I am back in the cabin. It's getting kind of late. It's almost 11 p.m. Obviously, you saw I went to the rock show, One Woman, I guess, rock show. Really good. She sang really good, I'm sure, as you know, you can tell from the clips I included there. Definitely a really good show. Then I went to the 80s. They were having an 80s kind of a party up on the deck by the pool. That had been going on since I think 9 o'clock. I think it was 9:30 to 11 is what it was. I went up there. There was a few scattering of people up there, and then there was a band kind of on the deck above playing. It wasn't anything that exciting, so I just kind of was like, nah, I'll just head on back to the cabin. But the rock show was definitely really good. I will say I'm kind of used to whenever I do cruises, like there's like, after the first night, sometimes there's not a big show in the theater the first night, but then each night there's usually a big like singing or dance kind of show. This one doesn't seem to have that as much. He did say, the cruise director said there's going to be some people, because we'll be in Aruba tomorrow, that are coming to do like kind of like authentic dance and singing and stuff. That'll be a show. But then it's the comedian for 2 things after that, and then I think the day after it's just another comedian in there. So there's not a lot of singing and dancing shows, which is fine. I do enjoy them, but there's definitely other things going on. So just not really a bad thing. Just as I'm more used to it, I guess, on some of the other ships. So that's the kind of when you go on different ships, they do things a little bit differently. So you just kind of get and see what you like and what you don't like, and then kind of cruise on from there. But so far so good on this ship. Definitely really enjoying it. And that is going to do it for what are we in, day 4, I believe. Yeah, it's definitely getting in there. We're into the cruise. I'm at that point where I kind of find my way around a little bit better now. No more phantom charges from booze on my bill yet anyway. So hopefully that was just kind of a one-off kind of mistake thing. So yeah, that's going to do it for me tonight. If you happen to miss yesterday's video when I had just a day at sea, was kind of exploring and lounging around, make sure you click on the video below.
But